We are amidst a global pandemic, a hidden disease that threatens everyone in this world. This is not the COVID-19 pandemic, but this is a pandemic of gender-based violence, especially in United States, or Indonesia well known as KBGO, Kekerasan Berbasis Gender Online. Why is it called a pandemic? Because 6 out of 10 people in this world will be affected, either directly or indirectly, by this disease in a lifetime. Gender-based violence is not only about physical violence, it can also about verbal violence that can cause victims even only by words. Remember when Sherman said, "Your words cut deeper than a knife." So be careful with all your words on the internet. KBGO harms all the genders, across generations, and in different ways. In Indonesia, Tahun 2021 stated the cases number of online gender-based violence increased from 241 in 2019 to 940 in 2020. Wow, that's a miss. The increasing number of these cases should be a serious concern from all parties. Due to the assumptions that men are still in superposition society, they sometimes demean women. But in fact, many cases also harm men. Some people will call them weak or like a woman if they cry, so they try to be strong, try to look like gentlemen all the time. This is what causes men that they have to be superior in society. This gap makes women become the dominant victim of KBGO. I remember, once on a public platform, I found a transgender woman. She's very, very beautiful, wise, kind-hearted, and shared positive posts. But what did she get? Words that seemed to hurt transgender people, and many had comments. Besides, there's so many cases on a public platform that spreads people's private photos. People will say, "This is the victim's fault. Why did you want to give someone your photos?" Hello. That's totally wrong. Because all we need is to pay attention to the people who spread it in a wider area. If you know this is private, why do you spread that? It is enough to end up in your hands, and you don't need to share it in a wider area, right? This situation is getting worse day by day. Like a rotten fruit. If the rotten part isn't cut, it will spread to all fruit. Even laws cannot prevent this situation. The victims were even reported back on charges of defamation. Do you agree all laws are sucks? Because I do. This is the KBGO emergency in Indonesia, and nothing was so in this world. Some netizens have not been educated on how to respect all the genders. Ladies and gentlemen, I am reaching out to you because I need your help. All I know is that I care about this problem and I want to make it better. Having seen what I've seen and given the chance, I think it's my duty to say something. At this moment, I have said to myself, if it's not me, then who? If it's not now, then when? You have a role to play and a choice to make. If you doubt when the opportunity arises like this, I hope this word can be helpful. Therefore, it is time for us to take small movements against the problem, starting from seeing gender as spectrum rather than two opposing ideals. Stop defining each other by who we are and start defining ourselves by who we are. Let's normalize the difference between genders. Never build stigma by gender by comparing each other. For the men, it's okay if you want to cry. It's okay if you want to be sensitive. For the women, wear what you want. Post your most beautiful photos on social media. Don't be afraid. Never let people stop you or make you feel weak. So, what can we do as a society of social media? We can replace those hate comments with love comments, constructive criticism and suggestion, trying to be open-minded and embracing each other. The campaign and petition don't seem to have worked because it's not carried by all parties. We can depend on the government or wait until all the society to solve this problem. So we have to start by ourselves right now. We must also be aware of all the bad possibilities that can happen and always maintain our privacy. But that doesn't mean we cannot do what we like to do. Because if people have old-fashioned thinking and don't want to keep up with the times, this problem will never end. So ladies and gentlemen, the conclusion that I can draw from the explanation above is that we have to be open-minded, spread the love on social media, and always hold each other. If at least in this pandemic situation, we spend more time on the internet, right? So you have to use social media wisely. You never know how the victims will accept you are one of them. Remember this, silence makes violence. So let's support each other and incredible things will happen. Thank you.